Greetings. So this is continuing about making a chessboard from the previous lessons. The bigger the board here. The G clamps have to be G clamped this way, not the other way around, as I explained in the other video. If you haven't seen the other video and you don't know why they have to be on this side and not the other side, see the other video. Okay, it basically is because the bottom will be in the way, will be up here, the bottom, and it will be in the way when you're cutting. And you can also injure yourself, and you can also hit yourself here. So for safety and also for easy to use, use this side. Okay, so we can split this in half here, straight in half, because we're going to put some inches here, and it's going to become a box there. Okay, so I'll explain how that works as we go along. Now here we've drawn a line going down here. I'm not sure if the camera can see that. Squared. It has to be squared down this way here, which has already been drawn, and one on the other line, as I explained in the previous video, because when you're cutting here and you're getting down to here, this can loosen a bit, this wood, and the saw can be a little bit out because it can lean on that side. It can be a mil or so out, and here it will become a fair bit out. So in order for it to be squared, you have to have a line here as well as keep the saw straight. So as then you also put a line across this one, so you know which part is the joining. You will know from here, but just so you don't get mixed up. So anyway, so we cut it here. Okay, so come right here. Now the thing that you should know about this, it's very difficult to cut straight perfectly. As you saw in the previous video, I did cut that perfectly on this side here. Straight that way, straight down that way, and straight down this way, all squared 100%, as you saw in the video. That's easy to do on one side compared to doing it on both sides. That is, it's hard enough on one side to keep it straight. To keep it straight both on this side and on this side, because we want both pieces. See, this side was an offcut here, so we didn't need that piece. It doesn't matter if it's crooked that side. It has to be straight this side. And sometimes it can be straight one side and crooked on the other side. That's the way you use the saw. Okay, but in this case we want both pieces, so we are going to try to keep it squared both on this side, that's on this side here, and on this side. So there's 1, 2, 3 sides, 4 sides have to be squared, not 2, not, okay? So and then there's the back as well. Okay, so what I'm saying is it's even difficult to keep both sides squared because of the saw, the way the saw works and the way it's been used. So I'm not saying I'll get this in both sides, but we are going to attempt to do so. Most of the time we get it, but so just square like this. Okay, just like that. And that was squared. Okay, so come here. Always check it and get the blood and dust away if you have to. Just cut along the line, leave the line on that way if you want, okay, so what we do when we get to the end, we slow down, okay, hold it there. And there you have it. Now we'll test if this is squared. I haven't checked it yet, so I don't know. Okay, if we check it here, as you can see, okay, it's all squared. Okay, and that is the the master craftsman. And being able to do it by hand. Machines are easy to do. Kids can use machines if they know how to do it safely. Okay, if they know how to do it safely and learn how to use it, it takes a little bit of skill, but not much. This cutting by hand is all skill and no machinery. Okay, so it's more harder to do. Then we'll check the other one if it's squared, and I don't know yet if it is because I haven't checked it, but I'm guessing it would be, or maybe a little bit out, very little. Usually it becomes very little out or 100% square with me on both pieces. Okay, in most cases I get it squared both pieces, a couple in going now squared. Okay, so I think it is squared, but we'll check it. Okay, as you can see, perfectly squared both pieces. Okay, as you can see, perfectly squared. As you can see, perfectly squared. Okay, that's the art of a woodwork person. Like I repeat, in many lessons, it's easy to do machinery. The machine does all the skill. You just have to have a little bit of skill behind it, a bit of mathematics, a lot of mathematics actually. Okay, and a lot, only 1% of skill compared to without with hand tools. And that's the art of woodwork. It's very difficult to get it squared. Okay, so we're colouring the squares like I said in the previous video, and then we join that with inches and the opens. Okay, so we'll be back for more in a moment. Stay tuned. It'll only be a minute or so, or a second. Back again. That was fast, wasn't it? Fastest break in the world. Anyway, so what we need in making the board, we want to do something similar to this board here. This is an old board, so it doesn't look too good, but because it's old, but it was good when it was new. But anyway, we want something like this. So we want to cut pieces out like this here. You can buy them from the shop, or you can collect wood from places like as I repeat from another lesson, from places like, in case you haven't seen it, the other video, okay, in places like construction sites where they build houses. In Australia, they build them by wood because there's not much earthquake. That is the frame, not the actual outside layer. It could be brick, or it could be wood, or it could be whatever they use these days. These days they've got even modern ways of doing it. Overseas they may do it out of other stuff like marble or whatever stone or whatever, because there's a lot of earthquakes there. But in Australia we don't get any earthquakes. We're lucky here. Okay, so it can be built out of wood. Usually they use this type of wood for the frame, as you may see. To show you that I'm not lying, because overseas people may be freaking out if they don't know about this knowledge. If you look at the roof, for example, here in the garage, you've got all timber there, see? That's the frame. That's how they make the frame on the walls as well. And they put plaster. See the walls there? It's got plaster there. Okay, over the boards. That is the wood, whatever it's called, the timber. Okay, so they use things like this for the walls. Okay, big long pieces. These are offcuts, and they can be taken from sites like construction sites when they finish the work. When they finish the work, you've got to ask them. Don't just go take them. Go ask them. And if you give it to you, great. If you don't, walk on and find another place that they will give them to you, because they usually throw them out. The carpenters don't use them. They do carpentry. They don't do other types of woodwork. They don't use them. They throw them out. But for woodwork people in other things, they're very valuable. Very valuable. Not for carpenters if they don't use them, but for other people. And they usually throw them out. So you get it for free. If not, they might charge you a small price compared to the shops. Now, you can also get it in woodwork places, offcuts, much smaller or whatever, the ones that they're not going to use. So I get it from construction sites. Now, this is not a thin piece of wood, so we've got to split this right down here. Easy to do with machinery. Nothing bad about using machinery. I recommend that you learn to use machinery. It's modern stuff and it's good to do so. You should have machinery. I've got machinery. You can use machinery. But I stress the point, you need to learn hand tools as well. Because I don't practice only woodwork and things like that, but I practice bush craft survival skills. So I stress the point, in an environment like the country area where I live, in a house, in the modern age, if there's a crisis and there's no electricity for a while, for example, if there's wars and there's hunger and all this, there's poverty, whatever, and I've got no electricity now for ages, how am I gonna cut the wood if I only got electric tools? I need to use hand tools. If I've got hand tools, I need to use hand tools. If I haven't got them, I need to know how to make them in bushcraft. If you've got hand tools, you can use them. Okay? The survival situation, and it could come anytime. It could never come. You never know, but you're always ready for it. Okay? And it's good to have a skill. It's very hard to split this. This is probably the hardest thing in cutting the wood. I'm not sure if there's anything harder in splitting the wood like this. Okay? With a handsaw. Easier to do with electric, but not with handsaw. Not sure if there's anything harder to do than that. Maybe carving is harder, but anyway. So we're going to have a break now for a split second. Quick break, but anyway, and we're going to get back and I'll show you how to split this. Also, we don't want these notches here, because when you split this here, it's going to, it can break these notches here. Must have been the way. So we've got to split it somewhere that's got little notches or no notches at all, and find the right wood. I've only got a few wood of this left, so I've got to search around to see if I've got no notches. They've got to be the same thickness, and thickness here, about this will be fine. Here, the thickness, okay, on this side, it's got to be about 10 mils to about 15, although they've got to all be the same. So if you're doing 10 mils, they're all got to be 10 mils. If you're doing 15, they've got to be all 15 mils. I recommend from 10 to 15 mils, okay? Or maybe about 15 mils, okay? It can be more or less if you want, but that's what I recommend, okay? So we've got some wood here. We'll be back in after a break, the world's quickest break. 1 second, you watch how quick that will be on camera anyway. Okay, so this tool is a square for those that are new in woodwork and have not known this. And here it's got a switch, okay? You can adjust it like this. So we go down to about 50 mils. We're going to do it about 16, 17 mils here, if I can see properly. The small detail I can't see. Got about 17 mils because there's going to be the line, the thickness of the line. You should use pencil when you're doing woodwork, but for the camera I'm using textile because I actually use a lot of textile anyway because I can do that. But I mean, it's thicker. So if you start from one side of the line and go to the other, it's going to be slightly crooked. You've got to be from one side to the other side to be straight, or the other side, or the center, dead center. So since it's thicker textile, then you've got more chance of being crooked, if you understand that. Okay, so that's why they use pencil, but I use textile for the camera anyway. A lot of other times even without the camera because I might have pencil around or whatever. But anyway, so we set that up. I'm going to split this wood across here. We'll put it here. Bloody piggy shit. I've got to make sure this is tight. Okay, we'll put it here and just come right here. Come up here. Okay, we come like this. Just keep it running like this. And then when we get to the end, we've got to change it around. That is a square because I'll show you why. So if we keep on going, there's no support there. See, it can go a little bit crooked if you put too much weight on one side. So we change it on this side. Okay, and come the other way. It moved a bit, but anyway, it should be straight. Okay, so so by saying that, we want to also take the vise off and bring it in here. Start down right low. I'll show you how I can cut this. Not many people can cut this with a hand saw perfectly straight. Okay, there are those that can though. Learn to do so. I recommend it strongly, and not just with machinery. Okay, so what we do is we don't want to change the position of this and give them all the same thickness. So we'll leave that there. You should use a square, by the way. unless you're experienced like me, you can use a ruler. It's very hard to keep the ruler squared now because it can go a little bit this way, not that much, but a little bit that, you know, like a little bit that way or a little bit that way, and you don't notice it, and it's a little bit out. It won't be that much out, but it can be a little bit. But I can keep it squared, don't worry. Okay. Okay. I've got very good eyesight. I just can't see small detail these days, anyway. Okay. And I'm very skilled with the wood. Okay. We just measure that to be sure. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so put a line there. Okay, is that straight? Fix it up a little bit, so just a little bit out. That should be fine now. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come square here and square here. Okay. We are going to leave the line on. Okay. So back in a moment. Hello. So in the in one of the videos or a few videos, I explained that after this program there'll be a surprise. Well, I'll tell you what the surprise is because we're getting near to fix it in case I forget. In the package where I'm selling the chessboard, there'll be other games. It won't be just chess. It'll be checkers. There will be backgammon. There's 3 types of, I'm not sure the name of the other 2 games, but there are 3 games that are known in backgammon. We call it backgammon. There's 2 other names to the other two games there. And there'll be instructions put in all the games, so you know how to play them. There'll be other games there too, and there'll be other games that I have come across with that I have originally designed. So there'll be a lot of games that are already in the market, okay? And there'll be other games that I have created myself. That is, I'm a founder of these games. I've got the copyright for them. Okay, so they're my games that I came up with, and they'll have all the instructions. I think all games are about 10 or 12 or 15, something like that, of games that are already in the market that the people are familiar with. Not everybody, but a lot of people. There's about that many, about 10 or 15 or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. I'll tell you how many later when I count them. I've got to do my maths. But there's about 10 or 15 original games as well. They'll come in the package, okay? All for one price, the price of one game. Anyway, so back in a moment. Okay, so continuing, we're going to put a G-clamp here. Get yourself a drink, have a drink with me. I'm having coffee. You can have any drink that you want. You know, for the kids, you can have orange juice or fruit juice, lemonade, whatever. Adults, you can have alcohol, but don't get drunk or tipsy. It's against God's law to get drunk or tipsy, and it's no good in the woodwork. I'm just having a cigarette. That doesn't get you stoned. That's just a bit for the unhealthy way. So it's okay for a cigarette. But no drugs, no illegal drugs, especially in the workforce, because you can get injured very easily. But even outside the workforce, on the spare time, you know, when you're not working, you don't take drugs or alcohol in the wrong way. You can drink in moderation. Jesus did, but he drank in moderation, not to get drunk or stoned. That is, sorry, not stoned, drunk or tipsy. Okay, you don't do that. You just drink in moderation, and that's okay for digestion to do that. I don't drink alcohol myself. Used to a little bit in moderation, never drunk. Although I take cigarettes, but that's okay. Okay, so we are going to split that in half. I'll show you the skill of a good craftsman or woodwork person. You put the cigarette down because the fumes can maybe, you know, kind of, you can hold it, but I mean, you just be careful that the smoke doesn't go in your eyes and that, because you won't be able to see carefully. So you put it on the ground so it doesn't go in your eyes. You cut straight down, because we're cutting along down. You've got to understand there are 2 types of saws. This one is to cut that way where the grain goes. The grain goes this way, so it's to cut this way. It's not actually to cut this way for this particular saw. But my other saws are not working properly. They actually are, but I've never used the other type of saws ever. So I'm using this. You can use this, but it's not meant for spring it down this way, so it becomes harder. This is why there are different types of saws. There are two types, if you notice, the hand saws. I did a study on that recently, actually. I never knew that all my life. I didn't know why there were two different saws. I just did a study recently. Not many people know that. So there are two types of saws that woodworkers use, professionals. Well, I don't know everything. Well, I know this now, but I didn't know it in history. Okay, so we'll try to cut it with this. I can cut with this one, so it's all right. So we'll go here and we'll come here. So we got to keep it squared. I'm not sure if the camera can see that. I'll show you later on this cut. I'm sure you can see the line there. Okay, so we come here, keep it squared. And take a drag. Okay. So have a drink with me and enjoy yourself. Okay, just do it the right way. Okay, so from here, you come here. Yeah, like I'm saying, I'm not telling you what to do. It's your choice if you're going to drink or take drugs. I'm not telling you that. It's between you and God, and of course the authorities. They can come hard if you do anything wrong, doing these things. But I'm not the authorities. I'm just a normal person. I'm just giving you advice, you know, to help you out a bit. And it's up to you to obey that. And I recommend that you do, you know, especially in the workforce. Okay. For safety reasons, don't do drugs and don't do alcohol. Okay. Like I said, you can drink in moderation, but not to get drunk. Or this. So as you can see down there, I'm not sure if the camera can see the cut. But anyway, I'll show you how square it is when it's finished. So by this time, we should be using from this, not right down, it's going to smash here, or if you go right out, it's going to pull back, it's going to come loose. So you use it, you know, like from here, a little bit out the saw here, to about here. A bigger saw will be more, you use more of the saw, or a longer saw. Okay? So you use as much of the saw as you possibly could. So I like taking my time and enjoying my woodwork. It's more like a relaxation and a job, but a relaxation. Well, I haven't had any paid work in woodwork for a while now, so I'm looking for work. Anyone out there got a job, contact me. But anyway, I do it because I love it. I love woodwork. Even if I don't get paid, I love woodwork. So I'm looking for work, but it will be better. But okay, so we'll just have a drink, talk a little bit. Okay, enough talking. So if we throw a butt on the ground, we must pick it up. So we'll pick it up later. So we go in here, make sure it's out. We don't want any fires, and make sure you put it out on concrete and not on things that burn. Okay. So we come here. Or put it out on an ashtray. Yeah. So let's see what's going on here. Okay. Okay. So when we get down to here, be careful. We don't hit this because we don't want to damage our saw. And be careful on the other side as well. What was that? Oh man, it's hit the notch and went crooked. Like a pygmy shit. No, it didn't go crooked, I think. No. Well, we'll find out at the finish. Okay. So now, if you look at this here, it's a little bit out, but I don't think it's my cut. It's out from line, but I don't think it's my cut. I think it's actual pencil mark. So there's a texture mark. So we test that. Okay, it's actually my cut. Not the pencil mark this time. I'm a little bit out. So we've got to be cautious. We've got to kind of straighten it out. And we use sandpaper to get it more squared. Okay, so it is a little bit out. Down here, on this side, not up here. Because this wobbles. See? And puts it out of place. So we have to straighten it a little bit and get back on line. And then sand it so it can become squared, because it's not 100% squared at the moment. Okay? It's about 1 or 2 mil out. Well, about 1 mil. So if that happens, the idea is to notice it early. See how this wobbles? Because of the cut. And when it moves a little bit, so we move it out a bit so to get back on the line. Now see how we're going on the other side. Pretty good. Okay. Remember, this is one of the hardest things to do in using our hand strips. Putting it down now, this way is good, but that way is very difficult to do. Yeah, especially with the long saw, because there are 2 types of saw. If you look into it, you'll see that online. Okay, if you notice that, it's moving. You put it back in. It won't move in a sudden way because it's pretty tight. So you move a little bit and you've got another stack and then just tighten it. So now we stop. So we've gone back on track. So this is why I've got all these nasty looking things hanging out here, because I use it for what you saw here, putting the, you know, on this thing I put the G-clamp. Here, on the long piece of wood, I may lean it on this. It may be crooked, but that's okay. I cut along the line, not necessarily. It doesn't matter if it's straight on the G-clamp or not. For me, as long as I cut along the line. Okay. So we come up here. And bring it down here. Okay, so here, now we cut cautiously now, because there's no G-clamp. As long as he fits on the other side, the saw and doesn't hit anywhere on the other side. No, it doesn't. Pull this up, hold it here. It's moving because it's concentration. So we might just hold it here, slow it down now, later. Start to slow down now, slow down even more. And how good is that? Okay. Okay, so this has gone out. It's gone out. Pigwish shit. Okay. Okay, so we've gone out on that. Happens. It happens. Okay. So as you can see on this, okay, it's right out because there's a notch there and you hit it. Here it's a bit squared, so this starts to go out about here. Okay, all right. So that's the same thing with the other one. The other one's no good. It's gone right out. Although it's squared there, okay, it's all squared there. Actually this is squared. Why is it like this? It's not squared. It's gone out a fair bit, like 5 mils or something. That's amazing. Anyway, so we have to cut a new one. But let's say you cut it, but just try it to become square. If it doesn't become square, you have to try it again. You're getting the wood for free anyway. Okay? And if you use machinery in this case, it should become squared. I'm not sure where you went wrong here. I saw it hit something here on the nudge, next to the nudge. That's where it hit it and it went crooked. That's funny, the nudge is pretty far away from there. I don't know why it done that. Because it's still got pressure here. Okay. I don't know why. Maybe because of that. But I felt it when you got down to here. It went, I felt the saw and it went crooked. Because of this notch. Okay. So that's why you have to find ones that haven't got notches, not only because they can break, but because they can get your cut crooked very easily. Because it hits it and it goes with a notch and goes crooked. Now, we can sand this, but it's going to take a whole lot of sanding. 5 mils of sanding is a lot of sanding. So we're going to think about what we're going to do with this. We're not going to use it for chessboard because it's too thin. We sand it. We can use it. They have a thin like that there, but that means we've got to make all of them thin. Okay, so be back for more. But that's how it's done. How you cut along there. But the difference is you got to get it square, not crooked like the way this one is. It's gone crooked. Okay, so because of the notch there, since the notch, it went boom, and it end up going crooked. Okay, so you've got to pick up big woods which split them like that. They haven't got notches like this here. See, there's another notch here. See? Notches like this. They're far away, so you can cut them straight. So, we're going to see if we can use part of that. I just come to think of it, we may be able to. No, it's just gone way out. Okay, waste of wood. Anyway, it hasn't happened to you for a while, but anyway. Here, caught on camera, it happens. Okay, so I'll be back for more in a moment. Like I said, that's how it's done, but you just got to cut it squared, that's all. We'll talk more on the next piece and see if we can get that squared. Hello again. So I found a piece of wood. I haven't got many wood left. They all got notches on them, but this one hasn't. This hasn't got any notches. So we might be able to cut that straight. I don't see any other problems that we won't be able to. Hopefully that's the case. So we're going to try again with this and try to get a few pieces. There's a few holes here. It's damaged. That shouldn't be a problem. Or maybe it is. Well, we can use this section here. Okay? Let's see if that's long enough. So there's a hole there, and then it might become a problem. Okay? Not in cutting, but in strength. Yeah, we can use from there to here. Okay, so we need a few pieces of this, 4 pieces of this. It's going to be very hard to do to get them all 4 squared. But it's one side and the other side that we have to square it off, not just one side. And the previous one, as you witnessed, is all crooked. Okay, so we've got to go back to doing it again. We can use the old one that's crooked, but it means we're going to do a lot of sanding, like 5 mils. That's bad, man. It's never happened to me for a very long time. Okay, maybe 1 or 2, but not 5. But anyway, so that's really bad. So we're going to try to get this again. Okay, be back in a moment. Alright, hello, back again. So we G-clamped that and viced it, yeah. So I decided to do this 23 mils now. A bit bigger than what I like it. I don't like it like this anyway. Because I'm going to do a bit of sanding. If you guys look at this time, we allow sanding 5 mils this way and 5 mils that way. we allow for sanding. Because here it's too thin. We sand 5 mils out of this, it's going to become very thin. This is how they actually made thin, but I like it a little bit fatter. Okay? I like it a little bit fatter for extra strength on the board. When I sell my things, I make them strong, I make them secured, I make them looking good. I want the customer to be happy. I don't want it to break within a day or a year or 10 years. I want it to last as long as possible, 10 years or 20 or 30, as long as possible. So this is why I cut them a lot fatter, because they're usually about 10 mils or 8 mils thin, okay, in the board that I showed you before, okay. So we're going to come here, we're going to try to cut this straight. Now I'm not going to talk, because when I talk I lose concentration, unless I have to. Sometimes when I talk I gain concentration, it depends. So unless I have to, I'm not going to talk. In most cases I need to be silent. Okay, to cut this square. That's gone out already. I didn't dig me shit. Let's fix that up. Good. You need to blow the dust, otherwise it puts you off the line. The dust gets in the way of the line and you can't see, and you get a little bit out here, a little bit there, and all of a sudden you're a lot out. Okay. That's good. All right. Okay. Okay. One thing with this, because it's screwed this way, it has to also be screwed on the other side. And I can't see a thing on the other side, even if you've got good eyesight. something's happened to my eyesight even worse now. I don't know what's going on here. This has never happened to me since a child. It's a little bit out on the other side. I don't know why. There's no notches here, so it will be me this time. Maybe my eyesight. Maybe there's a vein there, something, I don't know. My eyesight's getting worse and worse as I'm getting older anyway. Oh yeah, man. Not worried about the cut, I'm worried about my eyesight anyway. But like the sand, that's no problem. It's no problem, you can sand this. It's only a little bit out this time. So far, you see down here. Yeah. Just a little bit out, alright. Fair enough. As you can see, it's right on the line. I'll show you that it is, and it can still go out. That's how difficult it is to cut this 100%. I'll show you now that I'm not kidding you, this is on the line. Because this moves up and down that way. See, it's vibrating. See that? It's right on the line. I'm telling you, it's not. See that? Can you see the line there? I'm not sure if the camera can see that. Hang on. See there? Where is it? Okay. See that, how it vibrates? It's right on the line, the cut. You don't see it anywhere else. Okay. I'll show you when that finishes how it is on the line, because you may not be able to see it right now on the camera. But on the other side, if you see that, it's going slightly crooked. Don't know why. Never known why. I've never had this problem much in history. It must be my eyesight. You've got to go see the doctor. But anyway, like I said, I'm not worried about the cut. I'm worried about my eyesight. Maybe my glasses that I've got. I haven't used my glasses actually. I only used them 3 or 4 times. I've had them like 8 years. So I might need glasses. I might need to use my glasses more often. Well, that's not the same type of vision. I need my natural eyesight to do this. I'm not used to glasses. Even though I can see better with glasses, it doesn't necessarily mean I have better cuts. You may mean that, but I don't think so, because when I do archery, for example, the distance is different to my natural eyesight, and I end up shooting wrongly, even though I can see better. I shoot better without the glasses, even though I can't see as small detail, you know, like the target from a long distance. I shoot better with my natural eyesight with the glasses, even though I can't see that good with, you know, small details. I repeat. Because of the distance of the glasses, magnifying a little bit more or less. And it gives me a distance that I'm not used to compared to what I used to do when I used to see good with my natural eye. In aiming at bow, it's not about just aiming it straight to the target or whatever angle to the target if you're going up like this. It's also about distance. Don't know if that's got to do anything with woodwork, because I haven't tried glasses with woodwork, but you may have something, you know, it may give me a different type of vision or something. I might try my glasses next time and see how they go. So it may be alright for woodwork, I don't know. Yeah, so the glasses are magnifying a little bit more or less. I think this is what happens to my glasses. And because it magnifies it, makes things look a little bit closer, more or less, depending upon how much it does that. It gives me a different view on the distance. And I'm not used to the glasses. If I get used to it, it'll be alright. But I'm not used to it. And that, therefore I shoot better with my natural eyes, even though I can see clearly with my natural eyes up to now, okay? But not small detail like small targets or lighting or anything like this. So now that my eyesight may be even more worse than that because I'm getting quicker here. I'm getting a fair bit, and this, honestly, this has never happened to me. And I'm telling you, this is called on camera. Embarrassment? I'm not embarrassed because I'm teaching you to see the doctor, get some glasses and get it going straight. So, you know, move to cut straight. Okay, so I'm going here this way. Now, we can't do anything about this if it's gone even more quicker, but I'm just curious to find out if it's going more. It's going even more. It's following cookies. Oh no, it's not. I can do that. I can do that. Okay, it's about a few mils out, 3 or 4 or 5 mils out. So we're going to have to do sanding on this. That's okay, that's why it's thicker. So we can do 5 mils that way, sanding, and we can do 5 mils that way to get rid of the thing. Now these boards are good boards. Okay. A lot of people tell me, but they've been out in the rain. Doesn't matter. Look, you get clean wood here, whereas it's like this on the other side of this, the one that I cut previously. Okay. I'll give you a lesson of wood. A lot of people think if it's been out in the rain, it's no good. Not necessarily the case. You've got to know which ones are and which ones aren't. For example, if it's mouldy and rotten, then it's off. You can't use it. The wood's off. Okay. But if it's just wet, you can still use it. You just sand it and it becomes new. And what is the difference? The difference is that when a wood is set on the ground, say this is the ground, it's got a puddle there, or on the wood it's got holes or ways where the water is captured there, it can't escape. And it can't escape, then that's where it gets, the water penetrates through the wood and becomes rotten, and after a long time, not a short time, okay? So that's why they put the wood standing up straight, okay? So then when the water hits, it runs down and escapes. There'll be a mark of water here like this, but it wouldn't rot the wood. You just have to sand it 1 or 2 mils, and the wood is pretty much second nature to you. That is second best to you, okay? So that is just, it's very perfect wood compared that is, other than the new wood. The new wood is just a little bit better, that's all. No difference, right? In my opinion, no difference at all. This is why if you look at the wood places where they have wood outside, there's storing, they've got blocks like this on the ground on both sides. They put the wood this way, the timber this way, the long pieces of timber this way, or short timber. And then they leave gaps in between the wood here. They leave gaps. But they might leave not that big, but you can't see that, can you? Okay? So this is the ground. They put blocks like this. Okay? And they leave a gap between wood here as well. So then the water runs out and doesn't get stuck as a puddle. Okay, it runs out of the wood. The bottom will rot because it's on the ground and it will cause a puddle. But the timber will be preserved. Okay, yeah, even outside. People don't know that, but that's how it's done. Okay. A lot of people know that, but not everyone. Some cash you know that, I'll let you know. Okay. So we're going to try again after this with my glasses and see the difference. this here. Okay. So we'll check that. That's a bit out, okay? But we can deal with that, we can say that. Where is my square? I'll show you how far out it is. You can see that on camera. Very easily, you should be able to see that on camera. As you can see, it's perfectly straight on the line. Perfectly straight on the line. As you can see that on camera. I'm sure the camera can see that. See, perfectly straight on the line. A little bit lean towards that way. See, the line's disappearing here, but it's coming on this way. So it's a little bit out that way. That causes the back to go here. And it causes the back to be a little bit out. But it's a little bit, not 100% here. It's about 0.2 of a millimeters out here, or 3 or something like that. Okay, so this causes the blade to go a little bit crooked, and from here is a much more bigger distance. Okay, so it brings it on an angle and it becomes crooked here. So we're not sure how crooked that is yet. It appears to be only a little bit. Okay, now there's a kind of like a thing here. Okay, so we're going to check that. As you can see, as you can see, perfectly squared. As we get down here, straight up to here, straight up to here, straight up to here. Okay, it's actually squared. Would you believe that? What's wrong with my eyesight? It's actually squared. It's 100% squared actually. How about that? Look at that. It's 100% squared. My eyesight is playing up on me because I squared that, and then it looks like it's not squared. So it's not my eyesight. It's this little bit piece of here. For some reason it's gone a little bit, yeah, a little bit unsquare here from here to there. That's okay, we're going to cut that wood there. Because if you look at the thickness on the other side, here, if we just do it here, the best way is to put it on a flat surface, do it here like this. Okay. If you look at this here, okay, can you see that? It becomes thinner here, see? But it's all the way like that, the same thickness. So that's why I thought it was crooked, because it's actually this here, from here to here. For some reason, from here to here, which surprises me.
You mean?
Yeah.
Max, we're going to go swimming at the gym.
Now?
Yeah, we're going to go now. We're going to go 10 minutes. Yeah. 10 minutes.
Alright, did he ring?
He's here now. He's here.
Alright, I'll be there in a minute. Okay. God bless you and take care. Until next time, there'll be another video shot on this. So greetings. So this shows how to make a chessboard. Now, we've cut a few pieces crooked. So the reason being is because I want to teach you that if you need glasses, if your eyes are poor and you need glasses, use them. Do the right thing. Use them. A lot of older people are frightened of glasses, and they don't go see a doctor or whatever reason it is, and they have problems. Use them. I haven't used them for 7 years. I use them 3 or 4 times. Not because I don't want to, but because I forget. Got to get my act together. But not because I'm scared of glasses or anything like this, but because I forget. My memory is not so good. So listen here. If you need glasses, use them. As you will witness next, when I will be wearing glasses, and see if I can cut them straight. I may not be able to because I'm not used to the glasses. It gives me different vision. I'm not comfortable with it. But when I do get used to it, then I'm sure that the glasses will work perfectly, and I'll be cutting square once again. I know that because doctors know what they're doing when you give you glasses. They don't give you for no reason. Okay, so it will at least improve my vision 100% and my cut a lot more. Maybe as much as 99% more, or maybe a lot more. Anyway, we'll see how we go with the glasses. Stay with me during this program as we practice with the glasses and see if I can get better with the skill once again, because my vision is not so good now. Before though, it was the notch. I felt it, but this time on the second piece, it was my eyes, because there was no notch there. Okay, there's no reason why it should be gone out of square. In this case, it's gone a little bit out, not much, but a little bit this time. So with my glasses, I'm sure I can improve as I practice with it to get 100% accuracy. Okay, thank you for watching and listening. Take care, and we continue next time. So this is about making the chessboard. Okay, chessboard. Okay, so in this experiment, the first cut that we did, if you saw the other videos, was not really too good. It was a little bit crooked. Well, it was a lot crooked actually. This one was about 5 mils out. My eyes are not too good. This was the fault, which was a notch there, but it's also my eyes. It's probably a bit of both. Okay, it's 5 mils out. Now the next piece that we did here turned out a lot better. It's only about a little bit out. Not sure how much, but a little bit out. Turned out a lot better because there was no notch there. Okay, so the experiment on the notch works. This one, because it hasn't got a notch out, it's only 1 or 2 mils out. The one with the notch is like 5 mils out or 6. So because you hit the notch and move the saw, kind of like that. Okay, so it's also my eyesight, but I definitely know that. It's also my eyesight, it's not just the notch, okay? So it's also my eyesight. So I've got the special thing here. From God's gift to man's knowledge. Ta-da! Glasses. Okay. So we're going to put these glasses on, it's funny, okay? And see how we go with this cut. Now, like I said, I've had these glasses around so many years, it's not funny. My problem is not wearing them. I want to wear them and get used to them because they're good for your eyes when you can't see small detail like small lines. My problem is that I forget to wear it. And in so many years, maybe 7 or 8 years that I've had it, I've worn them 3 or 4 times. So I put this thing around here to keep them around my neck so I can remember more often. Okay. So in this experiment, we're going to try to do it with the glasses now. Okay. Now, it could be out of game. Number one reason, because I'm not used to the effect of the glasses. It's weird. It's awkward. It's not comfortable in my eyesight because I've tried them a few times. Okay, I've worn them a few times, so I've got to get used to that effect. Once I get used to it, it should be pretty well. They say that should work 100%. I should be able to cut square again 100% like I did in my years ago. Okay, so we go in here and we get the square. It's already put to the right place, and we go through this subject again. We mark this here. And speed it up a bit there. And turn it around. Okay. Okay. Now what we're going to do also is going to put another, I've got this here, but the line is too thick, so we're going to go over that line with a pen. I hope that works. With a pen, a black pen, to see it a lot better. The problem could be that the lines are a bit thick as well. Could be part of the problem too. It is my eyesight, it is a notch, but it could be also this. Because I've explained to you in the previous video why the line's more thicker. For those who didn't see the previous video, there's the red line that I just did with the red marker. And Like you start one side of the line and end up on the other side, for example, it becomes a fair distance out. If you know about woodwork, okay? Okay. Okay, now we should be fine. Now, so there's another experiment to see if it will work better with the pen. And we can have the red line so you can see it. Oh, bloody hell. Now, I don't need to have my glasses on all the time. Okay? Just when I'm reading in small prints like lines, for example, when I'm cutting lines in, you know, with the thick lines. As you can see, I'm not sure if the camera can see that, but there's two lines there, one on top of the other, a red line and a black line. The black is more thinner, where you can see exactly what's going on. That is, you can see how, where to cut it. Okay, put a line here. Okay, and we'll leave that black line on. Bring it down. Okay. And bring our G clamp here. You've already spent 5.5 minutes here. Gee. That line doesn't look too straight, does it? No, it's not. Okay, that's better. Okay, so we should cut the right line. So we'll put our glasses on this time. Oh mate, that's very awkward, this feels. So learn to use your glasses. Okay. That's much better. Yep, that's much better. Oh yeah. Yeah, now it's kind of perfectly squared, I think. That's the problem, it's the line. My eyes can't see some more detail, yeah, but it shouldn't be a problem in cutting. And it's not. It is the line. And I shall explain to you what that is, okay? I draw a line here, it doesn't have to be straight, but I will try to get straight, okay? Okay, you see a line here, this is a fat line with this is a marker. So for example, if I start cutting this side, and I end up that side, look at the difference in the line. It won't be that much, because I'm not that much out, but it may be a little bit less, so it's going to be slightly out. If it's out in one side a little bit, it's going to be more on the back, because it's more distance between here and there. Okay, so that's the problem. We just worked out what the problem is. It's got nothing to do with the glasses. That is, it's best to wear glasses. If you need to wear glasses, wear them for crying out loud. But in this case, I need to wear them when I see writings, you know, to read in reading and a lot of things. But I don't think I need them for sawing. That was the problem. I had a thick line because so the camera can see the line. See, and that's the problem. So I put another line here. And the experiment here shows that it's going straight. It's going straight. You see that's correct. So we pray about it this time. And of course, prayer's got to do a lot with it. a lot with it, because when you pray, God answers. As we prayed just now, in you, we're going to pray later rather than earlier. He's already answered prayer. It's perfect. It looks like it's perfectly square here. I'm wrapped about this one. Okay. Okay. So come here. Yeah, maybe a little bit out. I don't know. I haven't checked, but it looks like perfectly squared. If it's 0.1 of a mil out, I'm not going to worry about it. It's a little bit out. Yeah, as long as it's not 5 mil, I mean, it's 100%. And like I said, it looks like it is. So then we've got a thick line still, but we've got the black pen mark, which is a lot thinner over it, where we can see the black thin line, and now we can't make any mistakes. Now we'll just check for a moment if it is 100% square. It looks like it is, but my eyes could be playing up. We'll see now. Okay. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. It's perfect, yeah, perfect, perfect. I can't see it 100%, but it looks like it's perfect. We're going to know when we use a square to check it out. So the problem is obviously the thick line, as I explained to you. I've always done that. I just didn't think I'd be out. I thought I'd do it on the side of the line, on the side would be straight on the side, but it didn't turn out that way. There's only the marker on television, so you can see the line there. You can see the line because it's got a marker right there on the end. And I repeat, it's got a black thin line over the marker, or over the text. So you can now see the thin line. Now, so this is the final time that I'm showing you how to cut this. Okay, and then I'll cut a few more behind the scenes, is behind the camera, and then we'll get back into the rest of the work. So you have to keep it squared. So I'll explain to you how it is. You need a thin line, like a pencil mark or a pen. Okay, it's a thin line to be squared. You got to be squared here, here at the back for this long piece. And it looks like it is. We're going to check it one more time. Yep. Yep. Okay, look, it's turning really good. Okay, this one here is turning really good. We're doing for time. We've already gone to almost 51.5 minutes. So let's pick things up a bit. can't put the G-clamp here because of that. Because of this thing down here. Oh, you can, but anyway, you just do it like this. So we just cut it here. Okay. So we'll check that now. I'll check it now. Okay, as you can see. Okay, perfect. I know it is. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. As you can see, it's perfect. As you can see, as you can see here. Okay. Okay. As you can see here, you see this here, and you see this here. Okay. Perfect. See that? Perfect. Perfect cut. And that's what it is to be very good in what you do by hand. So, for those that don't know, I repeat the problem. In the last two cuts, the problem was that the line was too thick. The texture, nothing to do with my eyesight. My eyesight is bad in seeing small prints, like small things like writings and that, but the saw is alright. I've always been alright with it. I've always cut perfectly, and I was wondering why the two cuts before that went out. One was only a mil out, the other one was like 5 mils out. I was wondering. It never happened to me for a long time, so we found out the problem. The line was too thick, as I explained to you what the problem is. Okay, so now the problem is corrected. Experiment for the pen is good. Texture is not good, it's too thick. Or pencil is even better. So the pen will be okay. I haven't got a pencil to do that, but at the moment, thank you for watching. God be with you all and bless you all. Hello again. So as then, if you do find the problem with your sawing or woodwork things, that it is your eyes, kind out loud, get some glasses. Okay, they work perfectly. I've got glasses. A lot of people got glasses. You know, there's nothing to fear. A lot of people, you know, they don't see a doctor for whatever reason. I don't know the reason. Doctors know, but you know, get some glasses. You know, help your eyes. Okay. I don't need it for sawing, so I've taken them off. I thought I did, but I realize I don't, so I've taken them off. But for reading, I do need them. And when I read, I do have them, and I can have them for computers too. They're good for the computer. I'm not having them right now for God again, but anyway. So, God be with you, bless you all, and take care.